Hey YouTube. So a little insight. I looked at my channel subscriber count the few days ago, and it had hit 200. And then for some reason, I don't know, maybe it was a bot attack or something, and then it went below 200. So it was like back to 195. So I made this video a few days ago and never uploaded it once I realized that I wasn't actually at 200 subscribers. And I don't remember what was in it anymore. I'm gonna probably look back over it when I edit it. But I don't think too much of it was like horribly time sensitive, so I just figured I'd sit on it. So I see now I'm at 201. I'm gonna go ahead and upload this video as a little edit after this, and just preamble it with this video, which is short, and just comment briefly on I think some things that have happened since that video. Primarily being the ETH ETF approval. Now, this is kind of huge news. ETH is pumping on the back of it. I still don't think the markets in general have absorbed what this means. There was also a stablecoin bill that just had so much support that it passed. President Biden initially said he would veto it if it came across his desk, and the political winds seems to have shifted in DC like really strongly. And I'm not so sure that's going to happen anymore. Trump came out and kind of embraced Bitcoin and crypto, and this has become a real political issue now. It's almost like a one issue, you know, thing for voters. Is like, is this the crypto guy or is this the crypto guy? Because I'm going to vote for the crypto guy and I don't care about anything else. And I don't know how I feel about that, because to be honest with you, I love money. I love crypto. I think we all do. We're watching. If you're so deep down the rabbit hole that you're watching my crypto channel, I think you love crypto. Uh, but there are there are important things in the world that maybe you might want to pay attention to other than crypto. I know there's the saying that Bitcoin fixes this, and it basically the incentive structure of everything can fix a lot of the problems, including war. If there's no incentive to go to war anymore. But I feel like yeah, I just don't know, and I've never been very political, to be honest with you, in the first place. But it is good to see the winds shift. So that's exciting, because it really feels like now the dogs of war have been called off. Gary Gensler seems to have his leash tightened a little bit, and we'll see where that leads. Because uh, you know you never want to be too hopeful, but it does look like the winds have changed. So if that's the case, I really don't think the markets in general have absorbed this yet. It is Memorial Day um, in the United States, which is a holiday. So happy Memorial Day to everyone watching from the States. And so the markets are still closed, but I, I I really do expect like a green Tuesday. We're kind of downish a little bit for Bitcoin, around 68 or 69. I don't see any reason why we aren't already pushing in the 70s for new all-time highs, to be honest with you, with this kind of news. But what do I know? I'm not a financial advisor. This isn't financial advice. Do your own due diligence. It's for entertainment purposes only, because obviously I don't know what I'm talking about. If it were me, I'd be hitting the buy button right now on Bitcoin. And nobody else is apparently doing that, because it's 60ish, 60, 68, 69. So yeah, I'm kind of waiting to see what happens. I really do expect some things to explode. Again, I'll go back to this. I say it a lot. It's just a rotation of capital. Solana is underperforming. Crow is underperforming. And I think what you're just looking at is all of this money coming out and going into ETH, because the ETH ETF got approved. People are playing that game, which that's what happens. But I would be surprised if people aren't trying to front run that even and say, okay, well, what's the next ETF coming? Is it a Solana ETF? So to see Solana suffering so much is confusing to me. Back to the confusing part. I just don't, I don't know. I guess there's just so much money to go around. There's a lot of data that says that retail still isn't here. This is like so. still early bull run, so much time left for the frenzy and the froth to come, which almost makes me think like this is just such an odd, unusual cycle. So there's so much you can conjecture about and try to game theory through. Is this a left translated cycle? Is this a super cycle? Is this a completely different cycle? All of the above, none of the above. I don't know. I don't know anymore. So yeah, I guess that's all of the highlights. Let me know. Give me feedback on what you're looking at in the markets. With that said, here's my intro to the previous video that I posted. Well, look at that. I reached 200 subscribers on the dot. So, kind of a shame that it has to stop there. So, if you're watching this and you were seeing the giveaway at 200 and thinking, well, he's already to 200, so there's no point in joining now. I'm probably going to keep doing giveaways to grow the channel. And yeah, to be a winner, I'm going to have to say, like, you're going to have to be a subscriber, right? So, like, subscribe. I'll do more giveaways. Good timing. Finally got the wallet address for the last winner. So I sent him over some RCO, the Raccoons. Just like a lot of meme coins on Cronos right now, it's a little bit bloody red, which could be a good thing or a bad thing. Raccoons could not recover, in which case, I'm not a financial advisor. Do your own financial research. This is for entertainment purposes only. Maybe just sell it when you get it if you want the crow, or hold on to it and see if it bounces back with a vengeance, and it could do like a 10x for you. Maybe that $100 is $1,000. Who knows? But RCO is one of the meme coins I was looking at. The Raccoons group. Just like I said, a lot of the memes are. I feel like there's a consolidation going on with the memes right now because the markets in general are a little bit unsure. There's a lot of bullish sentiment now with the ETH ETF looking like. I mean, it's switched from, and I think I said this on a previous video. I'm not sure which, but it's like whatever the sentiment is, things never get quite. If things are extremely bullish, Bitcoin's going to $1 million, or extremely bearish, Bitcoin's going to $10. It almost never actually goes to anyone's projections. It stops just a little bit short or a lot short. Maybe the market's bullish and it goes up, and the market's bearish and goes down, but it's almost never what anyone thinks it's going to happen. And so, the markets were really bearish and not looking good, and they flipped. Now it's like this ETH ETF looks like it's 75% likely to be approved now because there's a real political change of winds. And I'm not gonna lie, like it even excites me. I'm trying not to get like overly excited about it, but it's good news. It would be really a good thing to have the political environment for crypto to really change in the U.S. because it's just been so oppressive. People aren't starting crypto businesses in the U.S. Which is a shame. We're missing out on so much. It's just we're stabbing ourselves in the leg. We're shooting ourselves in the foot, and it's just for no reason. We're missing out on all of this development that could be happening in the crypto space, and for no good reason. Just to keep the people in power because they want to stay in power, and they're greasing people's hands. That's probably what's happening. They're spending the money they have to keep the power they have, and I guess that's just corruption. So yeah, I'm ranting now. I'm rambling about like the state of the world, I guess, and I really didn't mean to. I just wanted to get into like things never go quite as bullish or bearish as you really think, but things are looking pretty good right now. And so, I don't know, we're hopeful. But the meme coin space is consolidating a little bit. And some are looking good and some are looking, we're not quite so sure. In the Crow specific realm, what's going to get, is Mystery going to get listed? There's been a whole bunch of speculation. It kind of felt like it was supposed to happen already and it didn't. Who knows? DIMO's probably the shoe-in for the runner-up for the next listing. getting the fast track through VVS launch, you know, and it's just such a big market cap now with so much liquidity. Hard to say what's going to happen when it does get listed, but there's a lot of big movements. I've been seeing a lot of big buys coming in. You know, generally like a couple of grand used to be a big buy, and now we're seeing like 10, 100 grand buys in some of these meme coins, and I think that ETH money is filtering through because, like I said, ETH has been doing really well lately now with that ETF possibly being approved, and yeah, so it's just kind of like a waiting game to see what gets listed on CDC, and a rising tide lifts all boats, right? So hopefully everyone will bounce back and recover pretty nicely. You know, Caw might be it's seeing a bounce today. I don't know why, but you know, Corgi AI was also just running insanely hard yesterday. I think like 100% movement almost, and I'm not really sure what news was spurring that on either. To be honest with you, it was just running like crazy, and anytime that happens, you know, people are inevitably going to like take some profits and filter through to some other projects. So what's next on the list is Corgi AI, maybe Crow with Knife, you know, and then and eventually on and so forth, and maybe some small allocations will filter down to some of my other favorite plays. Like I said, I'm really liking Stuck right now. I know people have their favorites, Push, Croaky, I mean all these things, and honestly, like you know, some of these projects, if you really believe in them, and they've suffered so much that a small allocation might pay off pretty well. I was seeing all of these. You know, you're supposed to buy, you know, when there's blood in the streets, right? And I was, but I was trying to not to buy the ones that I didn't believe in. And I mean, and I don't believe in any of the other plays as much as I do stuck in, you know, the stuck token, mouse and pasta. I don't know what it is about Stuck. I just really have that same feeling that I had with Call, and as I had mentioned earlier, Call really got me going. That was one of the plays that I was very early in. I made a good return on Call, and I'm getting the same Call vibe. So I'm going pretty heavy on Stuck, hoping that we get a similar move to Call. The community looks really good, really strong. It's getting noticed in places, and they're very loud. They're very loud, just like the Call community, just a little smaller, a little earlier. Yeah, I think it's something like 10 days old now, maybe a little around there. And we got a Bitmart listing, and there's the dev is teasing more news. They're always going to tease more news. They're trying to keep the froth going. And I'll be honest, with the Bitmart listing, there was a run up beforehand and then a little bit of a sell off, and that's kind of how things always go, right? You like buy the rumor, sell the news, and but that doesn't mean that if you look at the price action, the run up and the sell off, we're still kind of overall consolidating nicely. We're still pretty much up, kind of like hovering around the $4 million market cap. So who knows? Maybe all-time highs coming soon. I think 6 million-ish, 7 million-ish market cap, all-time high. So we're talking still, super micro cap. But yeah, I'm hopeful. I think good things are coming, and let me know what you think about Stuck. Let me know if you're looking at some other meme coins, anything like that. So, like I said, back to the original start of the video. Now that I'm eight minutes in, 200 subscribers, gonna do a giveaway. So like and subscribe. I've been rambling about Stuck so much that I think I'm gonna do the giveaway. Last time I gave away RCO, the Raccoons, and I think I'm gonna give away Stuck this time. So if you want to have a chance to win the Stuck, I'm gonna say, how should I do this? I'm gonna do like a random pick this time, just to get some more engagement, some comments and stuff. So instead of just first person to say code word, I'll say first for 200 subscribers. First 20 people to comment. I don't know actually how many active viewers I have. Let's say first 20 people who are subscribers, leave the comment Corgi. Yeah, just Corgi. Simple. First 20 people to say Corgi, I'll enter. I'll do a random pick out of those people as long as they're subscribers, and then you'll get some stuck. And who knows, maybe stuck will go to the moon and get unstuck. All right. So good luck, everyone. Stay tuned.